Are you doing the amount of real estate transactions that you want to do? If you aren't, my experience is there's one reason and one reason only why you're not. I'm going to share what that is and show you how to fix it. Take a look. Hey everyone, Kevin Smullin with 2Q Lead Generation Strategies. If you are brand new to our channel, welcome. We are so glad you're here. What we're all about is helping real estate agents just like you grow their business, generate that one lead source that transforms their business. So if you are looking for that lead source to transform your business, this is the place to be. Please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you here as part of our community. Now, one thing before we get going, down below in the description, you will find a link to our brand new masterclass. It is the blueprint of how to go from 10 transactions a year to 50 transactions a year, primarily using that one lead source that we train all the time about, which is social media. So that is going to be a free class down in the description below. Make sure you go check that out. It is time and information that will absolutely be valuable for your business. Now, that is going to be, with that, we're kind of getting into the core of today's video, which is if you're not doing the amount of transactions that you want to be, there's typically one problem and one problem only. My experience is that one problem is you do not have a captive audience, a captive database. My most successful clients and the real estate agents that I know that do the most business, it tends to be those who have the largest databases, those who have a massive audience that they just stay in touch with. And so if you are not doing as much business as you want, that tends to be the problem. The truth of the matter is you have an obscurity problem. See, people don't know that you exist. I fully believe that if more people knew about you, your background, your qualifications, your training, the results that you could help them achieve, if more people knew that information, you would have more business. But see, that's the problem, is people don't know that. And this is absolutely where marketing your business on social media is an absolute game changer, because we can build an audience very quickly. See, the question that I want you to ask yourself is, how would your business be different if you had an audience of people that was 1,000 people large? And it's not just random people. These are people that know you. They have seen you before. They know your expertise. They are interested in real estate, and we know that because of actions that they've taken. See, if you had an audience of 1,000 people like that, how would that be different? See, many of you don't even have a sphere of influence that is that size of a database, right? Maybe you know a couple hundred people, or maybe you just moved to a brand new area, you're just getting started in the business, and you don't have anybody, right? Well, the beauty of social media is that we can build a following, build an audience very, very quickly, and it's not just random people. Right? So here's kind of the way this works. This is a couple screenshots, a couple slides from the new presentation that I just referenced earlier in the video. So again, if you want to see the full training, make sure you go check that out. This will just be a little bit of a teaser. But the question again is, what does it cost to generate an audience of 1,000 people? Well, there's a couple options of how we do this. So one option, as you see over here on the left, is where we're generating leads. So we would run ads like this, right? Where we're offering some information, whether it's a list of homes or a specific property or whatever. But we would offer something like this to generate a lead, because when people click on it, there's a lead capture form. We collect their contact information, and that generates the lead. So if we are going that route where we're generating leads, then you can see there's a bunch of ads here. You can see the life of their account. The average cost per lead is at $3.02. Now, the advantage of this method is that we're generating a lead. We're getting a name, phone number, contact information, which allows you to be able to start following up right away. And there could be some immediate opportunities, which obviously we love those. We'll take advantage of those every time we can possibly get them. But there's a secondary benefit of all those leads that we generate, which is we can use tracking systems inside Facebook and Instagram that are called custom audiences, which allows us to track the people who clicked on those ads and filled out those lead forms. So again, it's not 1,000 random people. It's 1,000 people who are interested in real estate. And we know that because they clicked on the ad and filled out the lead form, right? So if you were to go about that route, building an audience of 3,000 or 1,000 people who were interested in real estate, it would cost you just over $3,000 to do it that way. Now, that's kind of peanuts when you put it in perspective of the long range, right? So like, for example, if you were to go to Zillow or realtor.com or any of those other lead sources, typically they're going to charge you upwards of about $100 or more per lead. So if you were to generate 1,000 leads off of any of those sites, it's probably going to cost you in the neighborhood of, let's see, what's the math? About $10,000. Is that right? Nope, it's about $100,000, right? Anyway, you can see the numbers are super expensive, right? So with that being said, it's just so much more expensive to go that route and go buy leads when you can generate these on your own for a fraction of the cost, right? So that's one way that we can build an audience, is generate leads. We get the contact information where we can start following up right away and possibly get some immediate opportunities. And we have this audience of 1,000 people that, because of the actions they've taken, filling out those lead forms, we now get the opportunity to market to them for the next year, right? Or for the next, 9 or 6 months or 3 months or, however long we're doing this. The second option of going about this is doing video views. So one of the things that a lot of my clients will do to help build their audience is they will record videos that are informational, where they're talking about what's going on in the market, or here's how to buy a home without a down payment, or here's how to get your home ready to sell, or whatever the topic is. So they'll record information like that. And then we take an ad and promote that video to a brand new audience of people where this is their first exposure to you. And I'm going to turn my camera off so that you can see this. But this is one of my clients' accounts. You can see here the cost per result. It's measuring what's called a through play, which is anybody who's watched at least 15 seconds or more of your video. Now, you can see all kinds of numbers here. Some of them are 3 cents, 6 cents, 15 cents. You can see all of those. But the average over the life of his account, and you can see the numbers, there's some considerable numbers here. It's costing him on average 6 cents to get somebody to watch at least 15 seconds. And again, think about that. If someone has watched at least 15 seconds or more of your video, we know that they're more interested than the average person. Because if the average person saw something come on about real estate and they weren't interested, they would just keep scrolling. But the fact that they stopped and watched at least that much, that tells me there's some interest there. That's the person that I want to keep in front of. So if it's costing on average 6 cents and I want 1,000 of those people, it's going to cost me roughly a massive $60 to build an audience of 1,000 people who are interested in real estate. See, and that's when we really start doing other forms of marketing to this audience that we build up. Things like offering a free market analysis, a list of homes, a market update, a rental versus sell analysis. There's all kinds of things that we can do. But as we repetitively keep in front of that group of people, you begin to position yourself as the go-to real estate expert. See, we start to fix that problem of obscurity that you've had, where more people just don't know about you. See, when agents have an audience of people that are interested in real estate, that know who they are, and they know, like, and trust that agent, it just comes this constant source of business. See, the problem with going and buying leads is you get a name and a phone number and an email address, and maybe it turns into something, but you have really nobody that you can just continue marketing to for the long term. See, your audience is really that golden asset for your business, that when you have that, it's just a constant source of business as you keep in front of them, stay in touch, and run ads and contact them that are going to generate results and generate responses. That really is the secret and the mystery of how to generate more transactions for your business. See, it's all about the audience. And when you control the audience, you really are in a position of controlling your business. So that is today's video. If you are not doing as many transactions as you want, in almost all cases, the problem that you have is an obscurity problem. Social media is one of my favorite tools to fix that problem, because we can fix it very, very quickly for a very low cost, as you've seen here. So that is today's video. If that was helpful, take a split second, click the thumbs up button down below. If you would like to see the rest of this training about how to develop this one lead source, make sure you go check that out down in the description below. Again, totally free to see the full thing. And we'd love to see you on the inside. If that was helpful, like I said, take a split second, click the thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. If you haven't, we put out brand new content like this all the time. Tips and tricks that will help you grow your business. As always, if we can help you grow your business, let us know. There's some more information about our services down below, and we'd love to be able to help you out with that. Other than that, that is it. Make it a great week. Keep crushing it in your real estate business, and we will see you on the next video. Take care.